In this video, we're going to talk about how to blow up on YouTube from nothing. So I was in a conversation with a friend recently about starting a new YouTube channel, and what he wanted to know from me was, how do you do it? How do you start from nothing and kind of build your channel to getting monetized and, getting more subscribers and kind of building, a good audience base that to serve your videos to. So what I was telling him is that, in my opinion, it's actually easier to start a new channel and grow pretty quickly if you know what to do, versus having a channel that, you've kind of had ups and downs with and not really created content for, and, off and on, had bursts of, doing the right thing and then not really doing the right thing. So it's kind of one of those things where if you know what to do from the start, you can have great success on YouTube. And today we're going to talk about those things that you need to do to have great success and have it quickly. So number one, the main thing you want to do at the beginning is get all of the technical stuff in creating a channel out of the way. Checking all the boxes and filling out everything in your power that you can fill out for your channel, and making sure that you have your channel art and you have your a good representation of your likeness as far as your icon or your thumbnail that people are going to see. All of that stuff matters. So if you do that on the front end and kind of get all of that out of the way, you won't have to worry about it later on down the line when you're creating videos. Which goes into my second thing that you need to really consider. You want to work out as much content as you can on the front end before you start to dive into creating videos. It's a good idea to kind of work out how you're going to create those videos and put together a plan of how you're going to get that content done week in and week out, or whatever schedule you set up for yourself, so that you're consistent with delivering those videos to your potential audience. Which brings me to my next point. Before you create those videos, you want to make sure that what those videos are about is searchable. And I say this a lot in all of the videos that I try to do around this topic of YouTube growth, is that you want to make sure that you're creating searchable videos. And you'll hear this time and time again from many creators who had success, who are proven YouTube gurus or whatever you want to call it. What they've done successfully is created searchable videos so that they continue to get views on those videos year after year that they've created, that have those searchable terms that rank high in their algorithm. So you want to make sure that you're doing that. So at the beginning of your YouTube process, it's very important that you take the time to create kind of a list or a plan for the content that you're going to deliver to your audience, and make sure that that content is something that is searchable. As you build an audience and people know who you are, yes, those people are going to continue to watch your videos, but you always want to make videos for the people that don't know you, because those are the people that are going to be finding your videos via search. So another good thing to really consider on the front end when you're creating your channel is, what is my content going to be about in terms of my niche, and how that plays into the money that I'm going to be able to generate through AdSense, especially if your goal is to get monetized and create the bulk of your revenue from the AdSense program. You want to be clear about what niche you're going into, because a lot of people don't realize, as new content creators, that it really determines how much you're going to make in AdSense revenue, because advertisers pay differently for different niche depending on your content. So for instance, I've had videos that have had, a smaller amount of views than, say, an entertainment channel, but made the same amount of revenue just because of the niche that I target. So obviously, if your channel is talking about health or money or topics such as that are going to yield a high CPM, you're going to make more in ad revenue, because advertisers are willing to pay more for those type videos. That's not to say that if you have another type channel or entertainment channel or something that is not in those areas, that you can't gear your content around specific topics to still pull in those higher CPMs. So as a new channel, I would really think about how those things work, so that I can be further along the path of having success when it comes to AdSense revenue. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is just the philosophical side of creating videos, which is very important, that sometimes people don't think about, is that you have to understand philosophically what's happening when people are viewing your videos and why they keep watching. Why are people engaged with your content? A lot of successful content creators have really mastered the art of keeping you engaged in their videos. And one of the main things that you'll see a lot of right now is done in the editing, where there's a lot of movement to keep the user engaged on what's coming next. Coupled with the right title and the right descriptions, if you have the right thumbnails, that's really going to bring in the views. So you want to make sure that you're consistently giving people thumbnails that kind of bring in views. And it doesn't have to be clickbaity. I know a lot of times people create clickbaity type thumbnails that really don't speak to the content. When people come into the content, you don't want to do that. You don't want to create, thumbnails that just bring in a click, and once they get to the video, it's like, I don't want to see this because it's not what I came here for. But you do want to frame your thumbnails enough so that they get the click, but when people come to your content, it's giving them what they want. And that's the other point that I want to make right now. You want to give people what they came to your video for. Giving people value is one of the key things you can do to keep people engaged and to grow your channel, because once people feel that they've gotten value from your channel, they may come back again because they know, hey, this is someone that has given me value in the past when I first came to their channel. So when I see another video from this person, maybe I'll get value again. So it's a good idea to try to serve value every time you're creating content, so that people, when they come to your content, they're gonna come back. And you can provide value in different ways. One of the easiest things to do is, such as we're doing right now, we're talking about something that is needed. We're talking about YouTube growth. That's something that a lot of people on the platform needs. So in talking about this particular subject, I'm delivering value because it's something that is needed. Basically, if you have a large group of people that is searching for your content, your channel will grow. If you are delivering what they're searching for and delivering value in what they're searching for, once they view your content, they're going to subscribe to you. They're going to continue to come back for your particular content because it's what they're looking for. So you want to make sure that you're constantly providing value. That's one of the key metrics. And again, I think these are things that you can do easily when you have a new channel, if you know on the front end that there are things that you need to do. One is because you haven't created a lot of videos yet and you haven't gotten burnt out. And that's the thing. You can get burnt out with creating content with YouTube. A lot of creators go through this, whereas they'll create content for a long period of time and don't see growth and get really burnt out by that, because it is difficult to create content day in and day out, especially if you reach a point where you're not really engaged with the content or happy about the content or enjoying the content that you're creating. So you want to make sure that, one, you're enjoying what you're doing, and two, that you're creating something that is going to speak to an audience or speak to a larger audience and pull in those views and pull in that audience so that you can see some growth. Because I kid you not, there's nothing like being able to create a video, and even if it's a minimal amount of subscribers that view that initially as a small channel, there's a really great feeling in being able to create a video that people watch and are engaged with, and and that it really provides value for someone that you don't know and that doesn't know you. It's like you have to kind of create a system that allows you to create and churn out content regularly, but on a schedule that you can manage, and consistently on a schedule that you can manage and fulfill day in and day out, or week in and week out on that schedule. Because as you create content on that schedule, that alerts the algorithm that, hey, this is a stable channel that we can depend on to deliver to this specific audience. And you couple that with creating searchable content that people are actually searching for. It's going to give your channel a boost every time someone searches for that content and finds your content, and they come in and they become a subscriber, and then you start to deliver videos to that particular, or the algorithm starts to deliver videos to that particular subscriber, and they watch those videos. That gives your channel a boost because it says to the algorithm, hey, this is a viable channel that we can depend on to deliver to the subscribers it has, and it's bringing in new subscribers with the content that is searchable in our search engine. So you're winning two ways there. You're giving YouTube what it wants, which is new users coming to the platform and users sticking around and watching content as much as possible. And to summarize, that's basically the whole key to growing on the platform quickly, is that you want to give YouTube what it wants. The more you give YouTube what it wants, the more success you're going to see and the faster growth you're going to see on the platform. Don't fight the algorithm. Let it work for you. I hope this video was helpful. We'll see you in